All right, this video is for the area of a triangle notes. This is going to be lesson 8.1. All right, vocab. Area is the measurement attribute that describes the number of square units a figure or a region covers. Usually we talk about like painting a wall would be area, how much paint you need to paint a wall. And then a triangle is a polygon with 3 sides and 3 vertices. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with the orange piece. Cut it on that dashed line. So you have a triangle now. And you're going to glue it in that first square. Ooh, maybe. There we go. All right, what's the formula for the area of a square? For a square?
Oh, for a square, sorry.
Just base times height, right? Area equals base times height. In a square, though, we've even got a more specialized formula. We can say it's side squared. Because all the sides are the same. Because 8 times 8 is the same as 8 squared. So the area of that original square we had there was 64 yards squared. What would the area of that orange triangle be? Half of that, right? Because it takes up half the square. We cut the other piece that you cut, you can line it up to see that it lines up perfectly. We cut that square perfectly in half. So if we divide 64 by 2, we get 32. The next piece you're going to need is the yellow one, your rectangle. So how would I find the area of this rectangle? What's the formula for the area of a rectangle? Base times height. So 9 times 6, the area of this rectangle is 54 feet squared. So yellow rectangle, cut it on that dashed line again. And then you want the part with the letter. And you're going to glue that down in the rectangle. And again, it's that yellow piece is perfectly half. Both your pieces should be pretty close to the same side. So if the rectangle is 54 feet squared, what would the area of this triangle be? Half of that. 54 divided by 2 is 27. We're not going to cut the triangle. Okay, the green triangle, we're not going to cut it. All right, so we do the opposite to make a parallelogram, right? So we can take a triangle, we can double it and make a square. We can take a triangle depending on the size of it. We can take a triangle, double it, make a rectangle. Do you see how these triangles are different? So like the orange one, the base and the height are the same. The yellow one, the base and the height are different. But the green one, if you notice, is not a right triangle. So if it's not a right triangle, what we can do is we can make a parallelogram out of it. Okay? So take your green one, just a tiny, tiny bit of glue, and you just flip it. And so here's our parallelogram, here and then up. It's those two pieces combined. How do I find the area of a parallelogram? Base times height. So base is 6, base is still 6. Height is 5. So the area of that parallelogram is 30 feet squared. So what's going to be the area of just triangle C? 15, half of it. And so that's how you derive the area of a triangle. Area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. And that's it for this set of notes.